Today, I want to ask you, do you know this feeling that you are never really feeling totally happy? And you are aware of that, but you are saying, it's okay, I'm all right with it, I can live with it. Or maybe you know this, there is a lack of deep inner peace in you, and you feel you're always kind of more in the fear realm, and you're always on the edge and slightly anxious, expecting the worst, and therefore you're never in a peaceful, relaxed state. Or maybe you know this, there's something in you that is missing and you can't quite put your finger on it, but it's a very essential part of you. It is something that makes you feel more uplifted. It would make you feel joyous and complete, maybe fulfilled, content. And you've been longing for that all your life, kind of, it hasn't really arrived yet, even though you've tried a lot. So if you are experiencing some of these lack experiences, stay tuned. I want to talk about this because it's very highly important, and please watch to the end so you can actually get the most out of it and apply it for yourself. So number one, it is really important to listen to those inner little niggles, the inner little, maybe dissatisfaction, the feeling, the acknowledging the feeling there's something missing. It's so easy to just say, oh, I'm okay, I can live with it, I can put up with it, I can survive. And haven't we done that all our lives and for generations and generations? And if we keep on saying we are okay, I can survive, then that's what's going to happen, and then that's what we are choosing, and then that's what our future will be like. But I want to wake you up. I want to ask you, you are not really okay with it because you've already said that. You probably state that here and there, and then you go back to, but I'm okay, because you're kind of sitting in front of a wall, and maybe you've tried to get beyond it. Maybe you've tried to work with your beliefs, with the limitations, and it hasn't worked. And then you just, okay, I'm just, I've tried and that's it now. I'm just going to put up with it. No, don't, please. That's not your true state of being, right? You would then put up with the limitation of the mind. And only because you haven't found the answer or the solution or a way out of it doesn't mean you're at the end of the road. It doesn't mean you have really tried everything. Nobody can try everything that is there in the world, that's too much. And you only have tried what's come into your mind thus far because of your perception. Because if your mind perceives, I can't do this, it's not possible, there's no solution, I will have to live with it for the rest of my life, then your mind will not be able to bring you new solutions and new ways of dealing with it, you see. So that is really, really, really important. So number one, the first step to change this scenario is to make a very clear, strong decision. I am no longer going to tolerate putting up with something that isn't enough, that isn't fulfilling, that isn't satisfying, and isn't uplifting me and allowing me to live from a state of peace and joy and love for myself. I am no longer tolerating any of that, full stop. So that's step one. That will change new thoughts, that will change your outlook, that will change your mind, that will change whatever the mind is bringing you. Okay, so decision made. So then it's also very important to ask yourself questions that are opening questions. What could I do now, today, to open the doors to a more happy life, to a more fulfilled life, to a more joyous life, more peaceful life? So just ask the question and don't decide already how it's going to be. Just ask a question of what you would like to experience, and trust that there are solutions out there. There always are solutions to every problem. That's the nature of our divine intelligence. But by saying, I can't change it, there's no possibility, there's no solution, I'm just doomed with this, it's my destiny to not be happy, you're closing the doors to those solutions. That's how strong our mind is. So be really, really careful how you are placing your outlooks, your thoughts, your beliefs, because they come back to you. They will show you, yes, you're right. Because everything that you put out there, every belief that you hold on to, you will be shown the results of that belief. So now just come back and decide to have a more expansive life, a more fulfilling and joyous life. And you're opening the doors to it, yeah? So you're asking questions. How can I feel more happy? How can I feel more peaceful? What steps can I do? And by asking that, just tune into your heart, just breathing into your heart and connecting with your heart. And then just place that question, see what comes. Maybe nothing comes straight away. I often have a dream, or I wake up the next morning with some idea, some new thought. Or it also could be that an old emotion is coming up. So it could seem that it's getting worse, at first. But your soul is showing you what needs to be released. That's why that's coming up now. So everything that happens to you in life is always benevolent. It's always there to help you to come back home to your true love, your joy, and your peace. Very important to remember that. You see, that's part of this process. And then really write out, make maybe a list of thoughts that you are noticing in you that are limiting, that are kind of finite, that are putting a stopper, a blocker to the life, the possibilities that's all around you. Become really aware of, where am I blocking myself? Where am I settling for it's just okay? Oh, I'm going to just put up with it because it's okay. But that's not who you are, right? Your true self is very, very expansive. It's tapped into the infinite possibilities. It has a huge space and it wants to take that space. And that is another thing, that's another exercise. As a last step for today, I want to give you this tool to simply imagine yourself growing from your heart center, seeing this light in your heart and seeing it growing, expanding, larger than your body, larger than your room, larger than your house, larger than your place where you're living, larger than your town, larger than your country, larger than your continent, and larger than the whole planet Earth. Seeing it go into the universe, your own energy. Just by doing that, you're reconnecting with the truth of your being. And you're opening the doors to more possibilities. And the more you're doing that, and the more you are identifying yourself with that and choosing that expansive expression to be your new you, the more possibilities can actually come to you. Hey, so are you up for that? Do you want to share some thoughts that maybe have been blocking you? Let me know what you want to do instead. Let me know if that exercise has helped you, if you had a nice experience. Just connect, just share where you're at. I love to hear from you. I love to connect with you more. Give me a like, subscribe if you want to hear more tools and insights and wisdoms and techniques to learn to live from love no matter what in your life, in your personal life, and really become totally aligned really with your true self by doing that. This is what I'm standing here for. I am here to embody true unconditional love, and I love to spread it. And the more you spread it, the more we spread it all over the world. So I love to hear from you, and until next time, much love to you, and remember, love no matter what.